Hi, Warriors. It's another First Read Friday for week 15. So I have a couple new books to share with you coming to you from my classroom in room 313. So the first book I want to share with you is called This Is Where It Ends. I was immediately drawn to the cover. I just thought it was really engaging and just interesting. When I see chalk broken on the ground, I think of kids. And I just love this author. And so I opened up inside the jacket, and something that's supposed to engage or and pique my interest. It says 10 a.m. The principal of Opportunity High School finishes her speech, welcoming the entire student body to a new semester and encouraging them to excel and achieve. 10:02 a.m. The students get up to leave the auditorium for their next class. 10:03 a.m. The auditorium doors won't open. 10 a.m. 10:05 someone starts shooting. So it's told from 4 different perspectives over the span of 54 harrowing minutes. So it's kind of like Long Way Down, where it was over a minute, but it's over 54 minutes. And you get to be in the school where the shooting is happening. They have some text messages, some online things. I really like it because it goes from a couple different people's perspectives. There's boys, girls, there's an LGBTQ character. So I really like this just because I don't know, it was a book that I just couldn't put down. So I'll read you the first page. Chapter 1, 10:01 to 10:02 a.m. from Claire's perspective. The starter gun shatters the silence, releasing the runners from their blocks. Track season starts in a couple weeks, but no one has told Coach Lynn about winter. He's convinced that the only way to get us into shape is to practice, even when my breath freezes right in front of me. This is Opportunity, Alabama. Sane people don't leave their homes when it's white and frosty outside. We stock up on canned food, drink hot chocolate until we succumb to sugar comas, and pray to be saved from the cold. Still, Coach Lynn's start of season training beats Principal Trenton's long and arduous start of semester speech. Virtue, hard work, and the proper behavior of young ladies and gentlemen. After almost 4 years at Opportunity High, I can recite her words from memory, which is exactly what I did for Matt at breakfast this morning. Responsibility, opportunity, no pun intended, and her favorite, our school motto, we shape the future. So it's kind of getting you started where they all are. So she's outside right now running on the track, and so some stuff's going to happen. Really good. This is another book. This one's kind of short, so if you are somebody who would find this to be an easy book for you to get you kind of into the habit of reading, it is called The First Part Last. I haven't read it, but I've had a lot of kids recommend this book to me. It says Bobby's a classic urban teenager. He's restless, he's impulsive, but the thing that makes him different is this. He's going to be a father. His girlfriend Nia is pregnant, and their lives are about to change forever. Instead of spending time with friends, they'll be spending time with doctors and next diapers. They have options, keeping the baby, adoption. They want to do the right thing. If only it was clear what the right thing is. So I'm going to read the first page for you. It was dedicated to Elizabeth Avocado, which is one of my favorite authors. I don't know why. It says now, my mom says that I didn't sleep through the night until I was 8 years old. It didn't make any difference to her because she was up too, listening to the city. She says she used to come into my room, sit cross-legged on the floor by my bed, and play with my Game Boy in the dark. We never talked. I guess I thought she needed to be there, and she must have thought for her being there made everything all better for me. Yeah, I get it now. I really get it. We didn't need to say it. We didn't have to look at each other or even let the other one know we saw each other in the glow of the Game Boy. So last week when it looked like Feather probably wasn't ever going to sleep through the night, I laid her on my stomach and breathed her in. My daughter is 11 days old. And that sweet new baby smell, the smell of baby shampoo, formula, and my mom's perfume, it made me cry like I hadn't since I was a little kid. It scared the hell out of me. Then when Feather moved on my stomach like one of those mechanical dolls in the store windows at Christmas, the tears dried up. Like that. I thought about laying her in the middle of my bed and going off to find my old Game Boy, but I didn't. Things have to change. I've been thinking about it. Everything. When Feather opens her eyes and looks up at me, I already know there's change. But I figure if the world was really right, humans would live life backward and do the first part last. They'd be all-knowing in the beginning and innocent in the end. Then everybody could end their life on their mama or daddy's stomach in a warm room waiting for the soft morning light. So definitely something kind of short. There's not a ton of words on every page, but I think you would like that. The next book is Glass. It's by Ellen Hopkins. If you like books in verse, so books that are short, kind of look like like poetry, poems, okay, then you will love Ellen Hopkins. However, her books are typically mature. So her first book was called Crank, and it was all about drugs. And then she wrote one about glass, and I want to say, if I'm correct, it says Crank, Glass, Iced Crystal, whatever you call it, it's all the same, a monster. Christina thinks she can control it. Now with the baby to care for, she is determined to be the one deciding when and how much, the one calling the shots. But the monster is strong, and before she knows it, Christina is back in its grip, and it won't let go. I've loved anything I've ever read by Ellen Hopkins. I definitely love, I read Identical. It was really, really good. I read Traffic, and it was really, really good. But just make sure that you're allowed to read things that are mature. But the first page says, Walking with the Monster. Life was radical right after I met the monster. Later, life became harder, complicated, ultimately a living hell, like swimming against a riptide, walking the wrong direction in the fast lane of the freeway, waking from sweetest dreams to find yourself in the middle of a nightmare. So definitely check out Glass or Ellen Hopkins just as an author. She's great. And then I want to finish with Speak. Speak is a book that I read last year in our Project Lit group. This is a book that I typically give to my mature readers. It is about a girl named Melinda. And so Melinda goes to Meriwether High, and she's not very popular. Like, she just kind of sticks out. And it says, Speak up for yourself. We want to know what you have to say. From the first moment of her freshman year, Melinda knows this is a big fat lie, part of the nonsense of high school. She's friendless, outcast, because she busted an end of the summer party by calling the cops, so nobody will talk to her, let alone listen to her. And you find out that something bad happened to her at that party. As time passes, she becomes increasingly isolated and practically stops talking altogether. Only her art class offers any solace, and it is through her work on an art project that she's finally able to face what really happened at that terrible party. Her healing process has just begun when she has another violent encounter, but this time she cannot stay silent. And I love this because it's written in what we call vignettes, so it's not chapters, but they're just like these little, like each one has like a little header, and it's just like a page or two of a story or a part of the story or a blurb. So it's a really easy read, and it's really deep, but it's really, really good. A lot of my kids that really like just like contemporary fiction, like realistic kind of stuff, this would be good for you. So hopefully you found something else that you could add to your to reads list. Other than that, keep reading, and I can't wait to see the things you read.